I'm Doc Maclean, and I'm bringing the blues to you today, right here from beautiful downtown Cape Town, from Mississippi to you. If you see Charlie James is coming down the road, don't tell him now where to go. Had a whole lot of trouble since I seen you last. Can't tell my future, it sure won't tell my past. Saying hey, yeah, hey, oh Lord, can't tell my future, and it sure won't tell my past. Come on. I had a great tour last year, and I was really well received. I didn't know what was going to happen. I had 40 shows booked last year, and people were saying, "Oh, Doc, you got a great tour." And I thought, well, I hope they like me because it's going to be a long tour if they don't. But it went well. I met so many people, so many great artists, and I sold out almost all my shows last year, which was great. And this year I came back with more shows and some larger festivals. I just played Opie Kopi up in the northern part of the country here, and it was fantastic. Ain't going down to work the farm no more. I ain't John Henry, and I ain't gonna be John Doe. Saying hey, 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 oh Lord, yeah, Mama, Lord, Lord, yeah, no, Mama, Lord, Lord. It was everything you might imagine. It's one of the world's great festivals. It's been on my bucket list forever to go to Opie Kopi. So there we are with 20,000 people out in the middle of the Bushveld. Yes, Bushveld. And just gorgeous surroundings and great music. It's what I've always done. I'm a traveler, and I enjoy the journey as much as I enjoy the destination. So every day is pretty much a fresh start of getting in the car, driving someplace, maybe someplace I've never been before, stopping on the way, meeting the people, as opposed to a big show. You know, big shows with the tour bus, they drive by. My show, I get to stop. I get to go in and talk to the guys that are pumping the gas and meet local people along the way, eat local foods, see things, have conversations. That's my world. I've done that my entire career. So in a sense, I've got larger shows happening now at this point in my career, and it's still a little bit uncomfortable to arrive and have a bunch of people come out and grab my gear. We'll carry this, and I'll say, no, I'll carry that, I'll carry that. I can still do that. Well, right off the top, I'll be doing some shows with Albert Frost, who is a world-class guitar player, one of the most brilliant players I've met in my whole career. So we met last year. People tried to get us together for 2 months, saying, "Oh, have you guys played together?" No, I haven't met this guy yet. And finally we met and played, and it was a real buzz for both of us. We had a ball. So Albert's with me next week up in Durbanville at Dybor Theater. Did I say that right? Almost. I'm getting closer. And we're going to do a couple more shows over the course of the tour. Then he's coming to North America, and we're going to do 60 to 100 shows together right across the continent. So that's going to be fabulous.
That sounds amazing.
I'm looking forward to that, and to doing some writing with him as well, and some recording. That's just beautiful. And some of the other players here, Tim Parr is a local legend who's been, as a songwriter and a player, has been working a long time in South Africa. And I've got several shows with Tim. One next week down at, I guess you call it the South Cape, down beyond Fishhook and all those places. A place called the Gumpstone down there, which will be great. And what else have I got going here? Cape Town's such a beautiful city. The Alma Cafe next weekend for a couple of nights there. A brilliant local cafe. So collaborations all the way along. Tim Parr and Albert Frost are my main guys, I guess, on this trip. But I expect to have guest artists coming out on an irregular basis over the whole journey. I met so many wonderful players last year that, and everybody came to my shows too. When someone comes more than once, you have to ask them to sit in. Yeah. So I do, and they are awesome. Yeah. It's not so much the music you play, the notes you play, or the technique that you bring to it, as it is the heart, the soul, the truth, the passion, the honesty of connecting with the spirit. That's really what makes it why we pursue this art form, in a sense. And I think that's what I brought away from them. I used to work with a guy named Son House when I was really in my early teens and through my teens. And Son House was one of the oldest Delta performers. He was a guy that, well, he was elderly, not elderly, but he was in his 40s when he was first recorded. And his style of music and presentation represented something that came before records were made. He reminded me more of a shaman than anything else, very much like the West African shaman you see that contain the whole history of their villages. Son would start to play, his eyes would roll back in his head, he'd go into a trance-like state, I get goosebumps, and he would take you with him. The brilliance of it was that no matter how big the crowd, they went to that place with him. And it was a special moment for me to experience that. And that's really what I strive for in my own work. I mean, I don't pretend to be a Son House or anything like that. But in the back of my mind, he's always there. And I usually play a little tribute. I play something by Son almost every night, just to set myself up. The blues is a universal language. It's a universal spiritual state. It transcends spoken language. It transcends music. The blues is it's a journey as much as anything else.
Can't tell my future, you know I won't tell my past. Can't tell my future, you know I won't tell my past. Charlie James Blues looking down at you now.